Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. Tyson Fury and Tszyu. Why are they going to Thailand to train? You know what I'm saying? So I try to do a little research to understand why a boxer would go to Thailand, spend time there, and train. It just doesn't make sense to me. Is it the climate? Is it the training? Is it the culture? Is it, the cost? Are they able to focus more in Thailand? I don't know. But I do think maybe the heat and humidity build conditioning. I've never gone to train there, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But maybe that's what it is. Because with Tszyu going there, Tyson Fury going there, it just makes me wonder, especially for Tyson Fury. Now with Tszyu, I think Australia is relatively close to Thailand. But maybe Thailand just creates a physically demanding kind of environment, you know. And if you have conditions like that, a lot of coaches believe that can improve your cardiovascular endurance, help to adapt to fatigue, and that would make sense for Tim Tszyu because him would end it with Earl Spence. You definitely don't want to get tired with Earl Spence. And Earl Spence is competing in a warm venue in Australia. Tyson Fury is going to be fighting in Thailand. So for those reasons, I can understand it. And the idea isn't that heat itself makes someone a better boxer, and I don't think that's what they're trying to do. But I think they're looking to make the workouts more taxing and improve their fitness, and just I think also to be able to focus, man. But one thing I do know in Thailand they have world-class gyms, more for Muay Thai. But I would think there's a lot of experience there for people coming from all around the world just to come to Thailand and train in boxing or other disciplines. But I watched those guys in Thailand with the hold-in pads and the footwork drills and the conditioning routines and the mental toughness they have from the disciplined training environments. Maybe the boxing coaches also appreciate the work ethic found in those Thai camps, and that's why they're taking them there. And who knows? Maybe in the future more people will go there. Because one thing for sure, if you're in a training camp in Thailand, especially if it's a Muay Thai camp, but they allow you to come there and train in boxing, they ain't there to play around. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be very few distractions because being in that environment allows you to focus more entirely on training. So that could be another reason. You're away from home, fewer media obligations. You don't have to worry about business meetings, social distractions, shit. Internet may not work properly out there. So you probably just get up, morning run, breakfast, gym session, rest, evening training, sleep, repeat. It gives them structure. Maybe that's what's going on, but I'll tell you what, they both need to be locked in the training camp for the upcoming fights, especially Tim Tszyu. I think Tyson Fury wins his fight with his eyes closed, but Tim Tszyu, Earl Spence is a handful. And then they bring their sparring partners there, and you would think that should result in a high-level sparring, which is what they need. Now, I do know Tim Tszyu has returned back to Australia, but I know those gyms in Australia, in Thailand, attract athletes from around the world. And if they bring guys there to work, guys would be excited and thrilled to come out there. And again, I think you get really quality sparring when everybody's in an environment where they have to focus and there aren't any distractions. So you get all these different styles, different backgrounds of people from all over the world with whatever they're doing, plus your team and your camp. And that just kind of intensifies things and raises the levels. You know what I'm saying? So I think the exposure can bring a better preparation because I'm sure there's going to be different opponents there. And who knows, while you're there sparring with the guys who you bring down, you may get an opportunity to spar some other fighters from different disciplines. So maybe they can bring something to the table that, you weren't thinking you need to work on, but while they're in the camp, you see other things going on, like, hey, maybe we should work on that. I don't know. But one thing I do know, and I know this 100% about Thailand, this shit is cheap. Training camp probably cheap as hell. The most expensive part is probably just the tickets, the flights over there. But the training camps are going to be cheap. You know what I'm saying? You're running a training camp, man. You don't have to pay a whole lot of stuff. It's relatively affordable. Shit, man, that shit gives you a peace of mind because training camps cost a lot of money. especially for fighters on the level of a Tszyu and Tyson Fury. You want to get quality sparring. You want to be there for weeks, maybe months, bringing people in, bringing people out. You want to have access to quality facilities, etc. The same level of expense, without that same level of expense you get in the States or somewhere else. You might as well go to Thailand. But at the end of the day, maybe it's just about that mental reset, which is what Tszyu definitely needs and Tyson Fury needs. Because Tyson Fury gets through Walk, he's fighting AJ. If Tszyu gets through EJ, Earl Spence Jr., he got bigger opponents and bigger opportunities and bigger paydays coming. So that could be why he chose Thailand, man. For Tszyu, think about Thailand. I mean, it's logical because I do know it's relatively close to Australia. So it makes traveling, etc., manageable while providing a focused environment. And one thing we know about Tszyu, disciplined camps, very intense, and Thailand fits that approach. Now with Tyson Fury, I know that Tyson Fury has trained all over the country, all over in different countries throughout his career. But for Thailand, I don't know. Is it the scenery? Is it the damn coconut curry? I don't know what he's doing. Is it the heat, focus? Or maybe it's, I believe it's because he's going to be fighting there. Is the main reason. That's the main reason. But I still don't know why the hell he's fighting in Thailand, like out of everywhere. Like that whole Thailand shit with Tyson Fury, it doesn't make sense to me. But one thing I will tell you is training in Thailand doesn't guarantee success. You know what I'm saying? But you should get really good quality coaching because there's a lot of fighters there from different disciplines, a lot of brilliant minds there. And when you bring all those people together, even though they're not necessarily working with each other directly, there's some overlap. And you can see whether they're and somebody may point something out because you can always learn from someone. So maybe that's what's going on. I think that gives you some structure. Being out there in Thailand, I just think the locations like that, sparring, I think nutrition will be on point, recovery and execution of fight night. So I just think overall it's the environment. But still, for Tyson Fury, I don't understand. Why bring your big ass to Thailand, train, and fight there? Why Thailand? For Tszyu, I kind of get it because he's been there before with his dad. Anyway, it's just unusual to me, but maybe it's common to you all. Maybe Hood Champion just been sleeping underneath a rock. And, I didn't realize so many fighters go to Thailand to train. Maybe they got some secret formula for creating winners, I don't know. But we're going to find out if being out there minimizes distractions, which is going to result in Tszyu putting on having a performance best outing and Tyson Fury doing the same thing as he gets ready for Walk. I don't know. But I do find it odd that these guys out there in Thailand training. But hey, that's just my own ignorance. I'm telling you. I didn't know a lot of boxers go to Thailand to train. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.